I'm Joshua Farley.
And I'm Marcus Soto.
Let's get right to it. If I want to learn something, I look at YouTube, right? And then, so I go to YouTube, and then I got to listen to some fucking idiot tell me about his fucking life story and his past and this and that. Like, get to the fucking shit.
Is this a patience thing? How long was our intro?
It's because I'm a solar doctor, and there's a different kind of patience. Like, why the fuck do we even have an intro at all? Whatever. Let's get
shorten it. Yeah. Let's get to
here we are.
The meat and the potatoes.
Oh, also another side note rant. My mom said, "Why do you cuss so much? Why do you cuss so much?" I'm like, I don't know, Mom. And maybe it's just because it's fucking real. Like, because that's how I feel. Like,
it's fucking fun.
So she went to comment on one of the posts, and she went like, I never taught you to say those F, asterisk, pound sign, like to make it like look like she was cussing, but YouTube wouldn't let her. YouTube asterisked the whole thing out. She was mad that she's like, you're cussing, but I can't even pretend to cuss in the comments.
Right.
Why? Why did they stop the cussing in the comments versus the shit that's on the video? Oh, also, my son and daughter think that the new clips, thumbnails are better. And that last one with you like this. Like holding some.
This episode's about Josh's family.
We need new single bites. We need new.
We're trying to figure out how long you guys will stay and watch us bullshit before we start the episode.
We need more thumbnail images.
Blurred.
Is this still in? Well, I don't know. Is that still like in for the girls to do? Like they do that duck face?
The duck faces.
All right. Leaving a mark as an electrician. So Matthew puts these together for us. It's his job. So we're going to see what happens. Like, I know what I do out there.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm in the field.
Right.
Couple things. Like, my dad used to write his name and date on ballast he changed.
Yeah.
And every now and then.
I used to find them.
Yeah. I think you brought one in. I was like, check out what I found. It was like from 1982 or some shit from a food city.
Uh-huh.
I was like, man, that fucking ballast lasted a long time.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Wob 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 42 says, our electrician left all of the screws in in a vertical position in our new kitchen.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, 100%.
No. You want to know why? You want to know why I say no? Because that one's cockeyed, and so is that one.
Use bullshit.
And so is
just
that
bullshit.
one.
Like, you saw
I'm
this.
Quick.
You were
I can
like,
see it quick. Like, no, not good enough. Vertical's good, but this isn't.
You're a horizontal guy. I know you are. You're
Not a
You're a horizontal guy. Everybody knows it. Everybody here knows that. You're either a vertical guy or a horizontal guy, right? Those are acceptable. I'm a vertical guy.
Why?
But you have to be one or the other. You can't not care.
Why?
Why am I a vertical guy?
I have my reason.
My reason is because it lines up with the slot.
Me too.
Yeah. Every device in the house should have some uniformity to it. Like, and we talked about this in one of the videos we got out. We were installing that chandelier at that lady's house. Like, even the bolt patterns on things, you need to take those into consideration. That particular chandelier had 4 bolts to mount to, and we mounted to if we didn't think about those 4 bolts, like, we know somebody else would just be in there. All right, let's just hold it up. It's fucking heavy. Hold up, mark it. Doesn't matter. Like, and then when it's done, it's not square with the corner of the house, you're like,
no.
Homeowner probably wouldn't fucking notice. Just like some people put these in and they just turn them until they're tight, and it could be any fucking and some people don't care about that. But like, hey, we're leaving our mark. This is our trade, right? This is what we do. Like, we should do something better.
Yep. Make it look nice.
It's really easy to do nowadays when these plates are unbreakable.
Yep.
The old plates, man, those fucking things, like, you barely went a little bit tight to go snap and crack right in fucking half. And sometimes that crack was enough to leave the plate. Like, literally, because the next plate's going to do the same fucking thing.
Right.
But like, I would use 3 or 4 plates on the fucking box.
Never leave the plate. Just don't tighten it as tight next time.
This is coming from a horizontal guy. All right, let's move on. Yes, it's real. The Ideal Electricians National Championship. Yeah, no, they're fucking contests all over the world. Like, we're a member of the local IECA, they're having our apprentices go off to a wire off. Like, so there's apprentice levels, there's journeyman levels, there's master levels. Like, these are real. And I was telling Marcus.
Yeah, didn't you win one? Like,
when I was younger, I had already been in the trade. I don't know, 6 years, 8 years. I don't even know how long. I'd already been in the trade. I started with a company, and I thought to myself, I want to have some certification. I want to have something to show for my years of like what I'm due. And the only way was to join one of these programs. So I joined the program. That year they had a wire off. I won it. I was an apprentice, but I had already got years and there was only 4 or 5 other guys, right? There's not a lot of people want to step up and do that because it's awkward.
Right.
And they don't want to they don't want the defeat. Right. There is pressure.
Sounds like fun to me. I've never been a part of one. Sounds like fun. Sounds like we need to have one in the back.
Well, there's one coming up, actually. We should probably just take the guys to go check it out. But I think it's only for the apprentices program.
Right.
It's not like this national wire-off. Long story short, I left that school because, like, the first year was like, how do you use a hammer and turn a screwdriver? And
Right.
how do you roll up the rights? How do you roll up prints? It's the same thing. It's the same concept as toilet paper. Toilet paper has one way to go. It's got to come over the top. End of story. Stop. Don't even listen. You're a horizontal man. Don't give me that shit. If you pull from the bottom, you can't. You have to. No, over the top. Just like all the wire, over the top. Everything has to come over the top. Just like Sylvester Stallone. Over the top, babe. Oh, just cracked your knuckle. What was I going to get to?
Yeah, we'll arm wrestle in one of the episodes.
What was I getting?
Say it in the comments. We'll get it done.
What was I coming to? Over the top. There's the right way position, the right over the top. What was I getting to?
Toilet paper.
What was I talking about? Nope, it's gone.
Gone.
Nope, it's gone. That shit happens. Listen, I got a lot going on. All right, here we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that guy go. Putting in a riser for a meter socket and into a branch to the load center for a residence, load center, single phase load center. ESPN Ocho. ESPN 8, the Ocho. All right.
Dodgeball's on next. Electricians changed the wooden post for a cement one, but preserved the toucan's house.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That is cute. Yeah, that is cute.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this guy, like, now I'm having some mixed emotions. It is nice that they didn't fuck with the habitat. Like, it's in the same spot. The guy's comfortable, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But now this bird's probably going to die. If those are electric lines, which they look like they are, because they're using these, the porcelain posts out, like, it's only a matter of time before he touches 2 phases, and he's not going to make it. Let's take a moment of silence. Poor toucan. He probably already did.
He probably already did.
But I like the thought of it. Like the thought of it. Like, I like that. Like, I wonder if that was Electrician or if it was like the Karen in the neighborhood. Because like we have one of those in our neighborhood. Like, Valerie, I love you. But if you're watching, if you ever watch this, I love you. You're a great neighbor. But like, there's a tree that's like on my side of the line, and we were demoing our front yard. Or whatever. She came out. I was like, please don't take this tree down. And it's like the sickliest looking tree, and it's like doesn't match anything my wife wants to do in the landscape. But it's like close, like right on the line. She's like, I'll take care of it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So like, is that what happened? Like, don't kill the toucan.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. I hope the electrician knows the sprinkler schedule. God, could you imagine working in that fucking thing?
My God.
Like, and the sprinkler turned on behind you?
My
Not even
God.
know it. Pops out of the ground.
What is that? Attention. It's not American. I mean, it could be anything. Water's already getting in here. Through the sides, like when that shit comes around the side, like I'm sure there's a little splash here and there, but like
a little drop
that's
here
poor.
and there.
That's poor product placement right there. It's poor planning on the electricians.
What do you think was there first?
The sprinkler, or the electrical, or the light.
It's gonna rust out at the bottom probably, or somewhere.
It doesn't look like it's been rhino coated.
I bet you the landscapers came in after the fact and threw some sprinklers in there.
I don't know.
You know?
It looks like there's been construction, like there's fresh grass sod. Like they,
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel like they
that's
did
true.
this, and then
And this kind of does look newer than...
yeah, somebody didn't. That's funny. I wonder if they got sprinkled on while they were installing it.
They just replaced that.
because of the old one.
sprinkler. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Maybe. Whoa! What the fuck? Oh, brilliant! That's fucking funny. Like the retractable cords. He put a an Ethernet cable in there. First of all, this is not an electrician, but an IT guy is just not bright enough to make one of those. So he had to consult an electrician. So an electrician probably made this. Listen, we're fucking around, all right? We're just having fun here. So an electrician made this for the IT guy. He was like, dude, enough already. Because the IT guy's like, I need a 6-foot patch. I need a 3-foot patch cable. Can you give me a 50-foot patch cable? I need some to test. This one's a little bit farther. The electrician was probably like, fuck it. Let's throw a 100-foot cable in those fucking retractable cord.
Now you can use it wherever distance you want it. That's it.
That's awesome.
That's it.
Oh, that's funny. That is awesome. I found one of those retractable cords in the warehouse that somebody fucking forgot to return. I'm going to put it in my garage.
Might be from that project.
I think you're right. I think we pulled it out because they were putting in something new with some plenum, with some Kellum's grips.
Oh. Yeah.
What in tarnation? No. No, it's not possible. Somebody
Not
made
real.
that happen.
Yep.
Somebody like that shit doesn't come from the factory. Like it's not possible. It doesn't mount to the same fucking thing. Somebody made the fan intentionally.
Yeah, mounted whatever that light kit to
intentionally
the motor. Yep.
to garner virability. Want tarnation? First of all, I hate that fucking double switch too. Like I hate that. Like that switch right there.
Is it because it's horizontal?
You can't see the screw. Can you tell? I would say, yeah. Because the switch is horizontal. That is probably where I might put a screw horizontally.
Oh. Yeah.
It's got to be flexible in life, you know. You got to be open.
It would
You got to
have
be
been
open
vertical
to
for-
admit when you're wrong in certain situations. Whatever. Listen, if this fucking thing's got, if you're running 2-wire, you should be running 2 switches. Like, or if you're running 2 load wire, like 2 travelers, 2 switch legs, whatever, like put in a 2-gang box.
Yeah. Agreed.
More
Like the
likely,
I don't like the
though,
double
this
switch
box,
either.
like, well, that's what separates the service guys, the Navy SEALs, from like standard guys or whatever. Like, this is the easy way out. This was a switch that went to a receptacle. And that's all it had. It didn't have a box in the ceiling. So what they did is they ran one of those lights. They probably ran it down to the nearest outlet, wherever they got to, and then put a switch on that leg and then bypassed it all. And then just, now they may have a receptacle, or no, now they have a switch on the lamp and a switch on this bullshit fan that they made, because that shit's not real. Just cut it out. Like, fucking pull that box out and cut it in a fucking 2-gang. Put 2 regular switches in. I don't know. That bothers me. I would never do that shit at my house. Bullshit.
Not real.
Myth. Myth busted.
Dead.
I love this. Like, it really doesn't look like an electrical box here,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It looks like foreign. Maybe it looks foreign, but it definitely doesn't look like electrical box. More like low voltage something or other. Somebody just spray painted their shoes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Somebody
Yep.
just spray painted their shoes. And I mean, it does spark interest. Like,
Yeah.
it does make me spark my curiosity. Like, did something happen there?
There's not enough like extra damage everywhere else for me to think that something happened right there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Captain Vidya. If you guys have anything like this, send it in. We'd love to fucking showcase you guys.